Hello, beautiful beings, my beautiful friends on YouTube. I wanted to come in here very, very briefly. I just had this spontaneous urge to actually come in here live and my God, share something. Hold on. Here. Share something with you because I'm in Confident Course Creation School right now, and we just had a Q&A. And so what we do in there is create our live courses, or not our live courses. We create our courses, our online courses. And I want to talk about something that a client just asked me, and it's really relevant. It just came up in the group. And that's, how can you be more productive? How can you create abundance from more feminine energy? Many of us are healing from this excessive overdoing, overworking, overgiving, hustle culture that is a very disempowered masculine. It's sort of like the wounded masculine approach that much of our society is trying to create wealth from, trying to create success from. So for us empaths, highly sensitives, highly creatives, coaches, big-hearted souls who want to make an impact in the world, unfortunately, a lot of the programming that's happening in society is hustle, 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 go, 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 go. And even though many of us are awakening out of that right now, the infrastructure we are in and the billboards and the ads and the modeling we're getting from a lot of our teachers even are hustle. And it's like, crush it. Yeah. Like, it's like this, like my client, this amazing soul, she was just cracking up because I was like, imagine if I was teaching or coaching from a place that's like, yeah, kill it, crush it. Like, it would hurt. That would hurt my body so much. It would hurt my clients' bodies because we are typically in my community, we're coming from a way softer, more receptive, more intuitive, expansive, first of all, more sensitive bodies, but also empathetic. So we're feeling at a deeper level than many. There's higher sensitivity. So the question she asked me was, how can I be productive? She comes from a corporate background where she was programmed to work 12 hours a day, like I was many years ago. Can you be productive when that program, without having to do 12-hour days or 8-hour days or whatever it is? And here's the thing. So the struggle for many people is that when you do what I do, which is I had a massive shift in the way I work, in the way I produce, in the way I create, in the way I teach, in the way I coach. And that is I work a quarter of what I used to work. Now, the challenge for most people is they hear that and they're like, oh my God, you must be making a quarter of the money, or you must be struggling. And not at all. I'm flourishing more than I ever have in my life because it's not more doing that creates abundance. It's the energy in which we come from and the correct actions to take in our businesses, for example, that actually produce the most fruit in our finances, in our clients, in our, actual tangible results in our businesses. So let me explain this. It's not what I say here that's going to impact your life. It's the energy I'm coming from has to be here if it's at a higher level. If I am taking care of myself, and I'm going to explain exactly how to shift your frequency so that you can create abundance from from your feminine energy. If I'm not coming from this more feminine energy or this whole self, it's really balanced energy between the feminine and masculine, which it doesn't matter what you identify as. We all have feminine and masculine energies. In yoga, they call it hatha. Hatha yoga is hatha, right? Sun and moon. It's this masculine and more feminine energy, and finding that balance is critical. If I come from hustle, it's because I'm in lack, because I believe I have to work harder and do more in order to get more. That puts me in a state of lack, which is actually going to produce less results. Now, if I come to the middle, where I'm doing the right actions, like what is that income generating action you can take today, rather than the 12 hours of filler work that make me feel like I'm busy doing something, but in reality, I'm not getting very far because I'm staying in a comfort zone. I am just doing the things that are like making a website and making pretty images for Instagram, but none of that is bringing in wealth, money, income. And it's not really making an impact because nobody is getting the deeper work or the transformation you could be giving in actual work with clients or in actually teaching a course. So oftentimes, so what we get to do, the reason we usually resist the income generating action and we skirt around it and we waste 12 hours in a day doing other things is because we're afraid to be visible, or we're afraid that people will say no, or that we'll fail, or that will trigger people if we ask for, we make an offer into a paid program. The way to create abundance from your feminine energy is to, or I would say more balanced energy between the masculine and feminine, but many of us need to swing a little further into our more receptive feminine energy to balance things out, is to actually go out of your comfort zone by doing the thing that's actually going to produce income. So that might be 1 hour of work a day versus 12 hours. And as you're going out of your comfort zone to do that thing, you are simultaneously becoming your own safety. Okay, this is the biggest and most important way to balance our energy. There's so many people out there going, hustle, crush it, go out of your comfort zone. And people are literally dying. Like their energy is suffering. Their health is suffering. My health went through a radical crisis and shift because I bought into that culture, unfortunately, and woke up out of it. Thank God I had a health diagnosis that woke me up out of it. And now I thank that every day. I've healed it subsequently, but it was my wake-up call out. So if you can be your own safety as you go out of your comfort zone by doing those more income generating actions. So think of income generating actions going to be more of the masculine energy. That's like, I'm going to be visible. And as I'm visible, I'm going to make an offer at the end. That takes courage. That's more direct. You're making an offer. The more feminine energy might be invisible to the eye, but it's 80% of success. We are taught the opposite. Go, work harder, do more, you'll make more. Not realizing that if we shift the way we work and we work smarter, not harder, we actually make not just more money, but we free up so much time and energy that we feel wealthier than we have ever felt in our lives. Because it's not about the money. It's money just buys us stuff, or it buys us freedom. But what we really want is to feel good, to be free. So when you are doing the masculine thing, or the more direct work, though, doing an income generating action a day in your business, for example, while holding yourself, becoming your own safety, which is the work I help clients with to clear your visibility blocks, become your own safety as you're visible, things like that. Now that's the feminine nurturing energy that's going to create the most wealth in your business. Both are necessary. It's just that oftentimes we've put way too much emphasis on go, 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 do, check everything off the list. And it's like creating a very neurotic culture, if you haven't noticed. So I share this with you because you could ask yourself right now, are you somebody who typically is working excessively? You're super driven, you get a lot done, but you're exhausted. Maybe you are getting results in your business, but you're super tired and you're drained and you're dispassionate and you're sad, maybe depressed, maybe in some sort of addictive pattern. Or are you on the other end of the spectrum where you're not doing anything, like you're just hiding, you're not taking any courageous action, and you're dreaming of creating something beautiful in your life, or starting a business, or being visible, but you're just hiding and not doing anything, and maybe feeling sad and depressed because you're not in your purpose? Where are you on those extremes? Or maybe on this side, you're not depressed, you're taking really good care of yourself, you're high in self-care, but you really want to take certain courageous actions that you're not taking because you're scared. So you stay in this more like inward state, meditative, hiding out state. Wherever you are on that spectrum, your unique, custom journey would be to come to the middle by taking the opposite action. But what I really want to emphasize through this is that more work is not going to make you more money. More work is not going to create more abundance. It's not going to make you more productive. You're not going to produce more by working more. That's the lie we have been sold. It can work, but it's not sustainable in the long run. And most people will burn out or have some kind of issue that comes up that doesn't allow them to continue in that way. So whatever it is for you, the key is, what is one action you can take this week that is super courageous? It takes courage. Maybe it's making a video. Maybe it's sending an email to your email list. Maybe it's making an offer to somebody, to a potential client. Maybe it's taking an enrollment call. Maybe it's promoting your online course, or creating your online course to begin with, not just promoting it. Whatever that is for you, I encourage you to take that action. And then how can you become your own safety in the process of going out of your comfort zone? This is what the missing piece is. Most people say hustle, crush it, scream, and whatever they do. But what they're not realizing is it's so critical to have the tools to clear your visibility blocks and know how to be your own safety in a situation that feels scary. Okay, it's why most of us are not doing the thing we're born to do and want to do, because we don't trust ourselves to be able to hold ourselves through the inevitable judgment, criticism that comes with being visible. Right now, some people are watching this, love it or hate it, or resonate or don't. And none of it touches me or means anything to me, because 80% of my game on this earth is how I treat myself internally and being my own safety, being my own sustenance, being rooted in who I actually am. That's why I do what I do. And then I share it with others, and seeing the impact it makes. And I focus on the people it's working for. So I had no plan for this video. It just sort of downloaded. I felt like someone needed to hear this. So if you're trying to figure out how to balance your energy, or how to be more productive while being in your feminine, I would say, instead of focusing all your energy on doing 5,000 things and following all these bright, shining objects that everyone's promoting out there to grow your business or create whatever it is that you want, get very discerning about what's actually going to generate income for you. Focus solely on that. And in the process of making the impact and generating income, doing the right things rather than all the things, be your own safety. Focus much of your energy on self-care, meditation, all the practices that are going to help you really flourish in your frequency. All right, my friends, if you got something from this video, you can give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, you can hit the subscribe button. If you are an empath or coach or big-hearted soul who wants to make a difference in this world, but maybe needs some frequency help, visibility, block clearing, and all sorts of goodness to raise your confidence. And by the way, today, oh my goodness, is 11/11. It is 11/11, and today and tomorrow, you can get Confident Course Creation School at a special rate. It's at the self-paced rate right now currently, and you get an extra 11% off if you want to join the program. I want to make sure you don't miss that. You just use the code 1111, 1111, and it's available for the next 36 hours, or no, not even, let's say 24 hours. If you want that, go to thediamondprocess.com/course and put in 1111, and you will get the discount, which is available today, 11% off on 1111. And if you want to create your course and go for it and bring your beautiful dream and that body of work that's within you into life, I'll just complete with this. One of the women today I was supporting in Confident Course Creation School, she was showing me this sketch she did last year of her modules. They all came out, all her lessons, this download. It was so beautiful. And you probably have had something like this too. What you're here to share, it's already in you. It's already done. Like literally, you're just unearthing it. And that's all I help you do is I help you unearth it. And she goes, I didn't realize it, but all I needed was the container to hold me and guide me step by step to creating this content in a way that's really powerful for my students. And that's what I want to say. It's so much easier than you think, whether it's creating a course or something else. It's not about working harder. Please get this. It's taking your foot off the brake and all the strain and stress and pressure and focusing a lot of your energy and focus on your energy. Okay. A lot of your focus and energy on your frequency rather than all the things that are spinning you in chaos and checking those things off the list. And there's a lot happening in our world right now. And I believe a lot of what's stuck in people's hearts, like those of us who are hiding out, or we have like this desire to share something impactful in the world, but we're scared to, or a frequency is off, so we don't have the confidence. I believe a lot of the problems in the world is that we're consuming all of this fear-based content. But the solution is actually to create powerful, love-based content, transformational content. And as a community, we share that everywhere we can. That doesn't just transform the people who watch it. It transforms your life in the process of singing the song you came here to sing. It's so important to get this. Watching the news, you can't be depressed enough to help the people who are suffering right now. You can't be broke enough to feed the hungry. You cannot limit yourself enough to help people expand their lives. The only way is to actually change your life and your energy, have more than enough to give, and that's how we shift the world. But if we're waiting for the world out there to suddenly get better, for us to feel better, to then change things, to like do what we're here to do, it will never happen. So inside out, that's why feminine energy, or whatever you want to call it, receptive, coming in, becoming your own safety, learning the tools and practices that will help you to clear your visibility blocks. This is a lot of my work, what I share, and knowing how to find your voice, your message, and share that with the world. Together, anything is possible. It's just, for nothing else, incredibly joyful to have the exhilarating experience of sharing who you are and being who you are and letting that touch whoever it's going to touch. But the most important thing is that you get to sing your song. All right, my friends, all of my love. I'm not in YouTube right now, so I have no idea if anyone's here, who is here, but I am sending you all very much love on the 11/11, and I will see you here in this beautiful community. You can click below to get my free workshop if you want help raising your frequency. And if you want to join Confident Course Creation School, you can do that too by going to thediamondprocess.com/course and type in 11/11 today to get 11% off. Okay, my friends, deep breath in, exhaling it out. And thank you so much for taking extra good